Okay, so I'm working on some stamps because I want to stamp this hoodie that I have. So I like print block them. So I dug out all of my excess print blocks. I have 3 of them. These are 4x6. So I've been on my iPad trying to figure out how I'm going to get them to fit. And I think I finally figured it out. By the way, anything that you do has to be flipped horizontally. So I finally did it. I got my grids, I got my images. Amazing. This is what we're looking like. It looks right to you guys, but for me, it's backwards. Because obviously it's mirrored on the computer. So I'm going to print this out. And then I am going to get to cutting it out. And then I'm gonna figure out where I go from there. I haven't done this in a minute. Hopefully it doesn't look horrible. It could look so bad. So I got them printed out. And the first one of them worked and the second one didn't. So that's where we're at. I printed it out a second time and it's just barely going to fit. So barely is still better than nothing, right? So, oh, I have to measure these because that makes the most sense. But I tried to do it and make lines so I could just cut it out. So it'd be the direct right size, a 4x6. Hopefully it is. Because in the end, I'm pretty sure I'm going to have to cut these in half long ways. Do I have any plan on how I'm going to do that? No, quite frankly, I don't. I have, like, where's my pencil? I lost it. All I do is lose my pencil. Since it is 4x6, I'm just gonna make 2. Let me check. Yeah, it's about 4 inches. So I'm gonna mark it at the 2 spot. Oh. On both sides. And then connect it. As long as it's close, I'm sure that will be fine. It's not that serious. But it'll be good to know where for me to cut it at the end. Because I think I'm going to carve this all. Ooh. We're looking tight. Should measure this. And then that'll make it easier. I don't know why I feel like I'm making this so hard on myself when it really should not be that serious. I have done this before. So I know that I'm at this point just being difficult. I guess I strive because I always want everything perfect. And since this is text, I feel like where I put it is going to be a little crucial so that I can get it to line up very well. But I think I'm gonna have to, since I'm wrong, I'm gonna do these in sections. I think I'm gonna have to get out my X-Acto knife so that I can cut this, because I don't know what else would be sharp enough besides a razor, so I don't have a super jagged edge. Because at the end of the day, all I want them to do is line up. So that's more my worry, more than anything. I don't want to have like a very loppy stencil or whatever it is. So they said that you could transfer this onto the print with acetone. I, for some reason, do not have acetone anymore. No, yes I do. I'd have to really look for it. So I'm gonna do that so I can get it transferred and then get started. I'm gonna carve these and cut these out then. I'm gonna start with the first part and then we'll see where I go from there. So it's the next day. I'm doing the graphite method, so I'm penciling, I don't know if you can see it, on this, and then I'm gonna turn it over and then scribble it back so it prints on there. I did my first one last night. I finished it. So this is where I'm gonna cut it. That's where the line is. So, good start. I found my sweater that I'm gonna use. I got this Nautica sweater on Poshmark. It's just a black sweater. It needs a little bit of a lint roll, but I think I'm gonna cut a big portion of this off, and then I'm going to, I don't know if I can use a seam ripper to take this off, and then we will be good as golden, because I don't know what to do with this. Might as well use it. So that's where we're at. I ordered the print ink, and today's Saturday, so it should be here by tomorrow. Let's hope. But I'm gonna keep going, and hopefully I'll be able to get this one done today, because, you know, I'm not stressing this project. It's not that serious. So it is Sunday. So I think I only had this yesterday, and yesterday I put in the work and I finished the second one. I also have 2 more. I also got my block printing ink in the mail today. So I'm gonna see if I can finish this today. That's the plan. Hopefully it goes as planned. So far, I have only spent like $10 on this project. So, and that was literally for the ink. I had everything else. So if it keeps going good, like it's going, a win will be a win, and I won't have to buy the other sweater. So hopefully it goes good. So I'm gonna get started on the other part, which I already have cut out. So I'm gonna get my next block, which I have this blue block. So I'm gonna get this measured out, and I'm gonna start my graph sketching, whatever you want to call it. And then I have so many scraps, and then I'll be well on my way to being hopefully done. So I'm very excited to finish this. I've been loving a good off the shoulder look, you know, so I'm excited to get it done. I probably only have one off the shoulder top. Before, you could not have caught me dead in something that was off the shoulder. It's just not my vibe. Lately, it's been like my favorite thing on the planet. Don't know why, couldn't tell you, but I think hopefully it's close enough to the right side. Yeah, we're close enough. Got some clear margins, so not too worried about it. So I'm gonna get started and I'm gonna quit yapping. So, okay. So I just finished my stamp and I got like my printmaking stuff out. I have my roller, I have my ink, and I have this old palette that I use for my ink because it's like a flat surface. So it's a little fragile because I have it all taped together, but we are done and I'm gonna try it out. I feel like I should tape it some more, to be completely honest. I do not feel like it's enough tape. So I'm going to tape it a bit more. And I'm going to roll my ink out. And then I'm going to get to business to see if this is actually going to work, as my cat is a menace. Okay. My cat's being a menace. My dogs are barking. Can I get a moment of peace? No. Why would I ever be afforded that? Do I think the tape is going to help? I'm not sure. I have no fucking idea. But I have everything lined up, ready to go. My stamp, my roller is very, very clean, surprisingly. I don't know what happened to this. It has like a weird texture now, but hopefully it's good enough. That's not good. That's horrible. This should be really thick, not like really liquidy. Is this too much? Yes. I need to make up for all this liquid. Is a part of me extremely worried that this is not going to be tacky? Yes. So I'm going to mix it with the tip of this pencil that I have on my desk. Hopefully my ink is not ruined. If it is, that would be sad. It's a little thick. Do I think it is thick enough? Debatably, no. I really don't. I can hear it. It has good texture. Just needs to be more tacky. I for sure should have shaken it up first. For sure should have shaken it up first. I can hear it getting more tacky. Okay, let's try my little ghosty ghost. And give him a little stamp. Do I have? I'll just use the top of this to press it down. Oh, that's good. The ink is fine. It's a little bit moist, but I think it'll work. I'm so terrified of trying my giant ass stamp. I have done giant ass stamps before. I'm just a pussy. I'm afraid. I'm so afraid. Because then it'll also tell me what spots are too high and what's touching. And then I can... Is this even gonna fit on this fucking paper? No, it's not. I have to unfold this. Okay. This should all be one piece, but since I'm delusional, it's multiple pieces. Oh, I'm getting ink on everything. Okay. Pray and hope to the gods that it is fine. Let me get some of the ink off this. Okay. I'm so afraid to pull this up. Okay, needed more ink. I can live with that. No! It's backwards. It's backwards. No. No. If you can see through the other side of the paper. No. No. This is the worst case scenario. Oh, it's very, very wet. This is literally the worst case scenario. This is why you don't listen to the internet. This is horrible. How is this possible? I'm back. I've been putting in work. And I remade the first part of the stamp. So this is what we got. So I'm going to do a little bit of ink. And we're going to try it now. To see if this works. Or to see if I'm cooked for a second time. This is really sticky. I don't know if you guys can hear it. But it starts to stick to itself like tape. Like you can hear it. The ink was really thin before. So this is what we're looking for. Obviously, same paper as last time. Should be plenty of ink on there. It's perfect. It honestly could not be any better. My Y is a little bit wonky, but that's okay. It's perfect. It's so good. It's perfect. So I'm gonna go wash my stamp off and wash my pad off, and I'm gonna get started on the rest of the stamps, because now that I know that they are perfect, I don't know why I didn't do this before. So instead of crashing out like I so desperately want to, I am just gonna remake it again, because I, by the grace of God, have 2 more 4x6s. Was I planning on using these? No, but I do have them. I reprinted it out the other way, so hopefully it will be fine. Do I want to do this? No. Okay, 2 4x6s. We will see how this goes, quite frankly, because I don't know. What I'm going to do is I'm going to cut this out. I'm going to do the first one, and then I'm going to stamp it. So that I can avoid my mistakes of last time. So that's my plan. How well is this going to work out for me? Not sure. I'm really not. But 2 slips. Let me do a measure again. If I knew that this was not going to work like I wanted it to, I probably would have just ordered the big block. But like I said, the point of this is to save money. So that is what we're trying to do. Sacrificing my sanity instead. So we'll see how it goes. Makes me so sad that I have to redo all of this. Because do I want to? No. It's crazy because I'm like, do you know what I'm not gonna do? Buy I'm not gonna do is buy a $45 sweater. What I'm gonna do instead is buy an $85 sweater. Am I fucking delusional? Yes. We're getting to the this bitch is most definitely delusional vibes. So I'm gonna get to work. I'll see you when I see you.